what is the direction as far as the location for WrestleMania? Is it confirmed for Tampa Bay, and will there be fans?
It was. I mean, as far as I know, they were going to do Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very. Here's the thing, right? It's been very quiet, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Generally, when things are quiet, I take it that they have an idea. That's me saying it. I'm not saying that that's I feel like whenever things slow down a little bit with the chatter, that means that they have the plan, they're sticking to it, and it's going to get unveiled soon. I don't know. I think it is possible to have fans, but we were supposed to have fans in July, guys, and then in September we were supposed to have fans, and it's not that it's bad information and people are leaking stuff that they shouldn't be. I just think it's the logistics of pulling this off with fans in the middle of a global pandemic. Regardless of how you feel about this pandemic, the reality is people are getting sick. So does WWE want to be perceived as somebody that put 30, 40,000 people at risk?
Right.
Listen, we've seen we've seen football, for example, 14, 15, 16,000 people. I think that we hit 30,000 in certain buildings, but it's a team rather than the WWE. WWE does it. I feel like it would be way more eyeballs saying like this is irresponsible than the NFL doing it. Just how WWE is perceived. It's the same thing. At the end of the day, you're putting a bunch of people in a building with the with a risk of getting sick. I'm leaning towards WWE will have people at WrestleMania to some extent. But if they are, they got to call it now, because how the hell are you going to sell tickets?
Right. Well, I mean,
with no travel.
Oh my God. I think that's built in. I think people will find a way to get there. People will drive, they'll hitchhike, they'll do what they can. But I think it's built in. If they were like, hey, we're doing our show at an 80,000 seat arena, we're only selling 10,000 tickets, I feel like it would sell out in like 2 seconds, because people want to go back to their sense of normalcy and see live events again. But you're right. WWE would come under a lot of intense scrutiny just because they're who they are.
Yeah.
If they did, honestly, like if they did a structure like the bubble for NBA, where they had like a nice open area where you could have people in attendance, like limited, with the screens on top, kind of like what they've done for NXT, but a little bigger. I think that would make more sense, and that would be a lot more fun. It would add a different level to it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, listen, whatever the answer is, we're gonna get it in the next month. 3 to 6 weeks or so, because you have no other choice. You're going to have to address this. And then you're going to have to address what the plan is moving forward. It's January 14th now. The Tropicana needs to be occupied and get ready for baseball.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to need it soon. Right? When do you think they get... Actually, Bob Rowe in our chat room, he would have the answer to this. When are they going to start going back into their stadiums for baseball? Probably sometime in February. You're going to have to get the logistics worked out and the building and go through the proper steps that you're going to have to take to bring people into these possible stadiums. So you're going to need time. We'll see what happens. I think this is going to be... You want to talk about the convolutedness and the confusion that's going to surround? I think this is going to be the most confusing time period, when everything is coming back and they don't have a location to hold a residency. That's going to become a problem.
Absolutely. Next question?
Yes.